Okay, we're good. If you're watching this live or pre-recorded, really appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube when this is a premiere, this isn't live right now. Like, well, this is live for the people watching on Twitch, but for the people watching on YouTube tomorrow, which is today for y'all, it's not live. But I appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are back with the the Special K and Kanto Kid Gamecast. So, yeah. This week we're going to be talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield and a lot of other stuff. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. Kanto, go ahead, my dude, and speak, man. I'm going to lower the music down a little bit while you're speaking.
We are back up in here. I already have my first thing open as Pokemon. This man already talked about everything we're going to be doing today. If you guys are watching this live or later on YouTube, much appreciated. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, follow my SoundCloud. I ain't got a SoundCloud, but let's do this. Anyways, we're going to get into the meat of this. And we were actually having a lot of technical difficulties before this, so
yeah, we're good though. We're good. We're ready to keep this moving. Let's keep it moving. All right. What's up, Liv? You said that's why I don't use my computer because it's trash. I used my phone last time, but I don't know. Yeah, it was just cutting out. We'll try to figure out how to have you on here next time. You said I am here when life gives you lemons. You get Keith. I know, right? What's up, Kenny? How you doing, my dude? All right. So, first things first, we're talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield issues. Now, I'm still excited for this game. I'm still pretty hyped for this game, to be honest. But there is some issues. One thing is the Pokédex thing. It isn't like the Pokédex issue that's going on with Pokemon Sword and Shield. It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers other people. But what do you think about it, Kanto?
Alright, so on that, they've been doing that ever since, like, not Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon. They're like a lot of memes have said it's gone to catch them all to catch some of them. But I've seen that. Like, I don't know if it's just because this is the first game that they're actually going hard with on the Switch, because I mean we had Let's Go, but that was kind of a
watered down.
It was watered down to get all the people that got on the Pokemon Go hype to get into Pokemon, but this is their first actual attempt at doing
this is the real deal. The first time it's on like an actual console, you know?
Kanto, hold on. Kenny's up in here. He said Kanto got smart with those glasses. Facts, buddy. But
okay, go ahead. Just keep going.
But it just depends on how they're gonna play the game, because they could easily be like, oh well, we're only gonna have this amount in the Pokédex, and then a few months down the line to be like, hey, we're dropping DLC. It's gonna be a new region, and that expands your Pokédex. So I don't know. Nintendo might be doing something with it. But like I said, they did it in Sword and Shield and Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, to where like you only got like 500 of the Pokemon. I don't know. I still haven't completed the decks on it, but yeah, they've been doing it, and like a lot of people are raging about it. But actually, did you see that they're actually taking out? I think it was confirmed that they're taking out Megas too.
Really?
But if you know anything about like the lore and everything, they might just say that Sword and Shield is taking place in the non-Mega timeline. Because you haven't played ORS yet, so you haven't gotten to the Delta episode. Once you get the Delta episode, they'll explain everything, and they pretty much confirmed in the game that there's separate universes. There's like the ones where like the Mega evolution existed, and ones where it didn't. So that's how they're explaining like the remakes and all that other stuff. But I just feel like, I don't know. We'll have to see how everything goes when Sword and Shield comes out. I'm still hyped for the game.
Yeah, I'm still hyped for the game, but there's some issues. So the next thing I wanted to talk about with that game is, like, I like the fact that it's open world and everything, and it looks cool, but why does it still look like a 3DS game, but just ported onto the Switch, from what I'm seeing so far? Go ahead.
I mean, in their defense, it does say that this isn't the finished game. So
yeah, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'll give them time, because the game's obviously not out yet, so it could look a lot better. But, you know, it just doesn't, like, if it still ends up looking the same from what we've seen, Kanto, what doesn't make sense to me is Pokemon, this company that probably has made billions at this point, and they make so much money off of their games alone. Why isn't the game looking like let's say even like Breath of the Wild level with the graphics? I know they don't want to make it look realistic, but shouldn't it look sharper, and like nothing should look like unrendered, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're probably still showing off like beta stuff, but if you look at some of the pictures do look pretty nice. Like this one that I'm looking at, like the field, everything, it looks pretty nice. It's not as clean and as polished as Breath of the Wild, but like this picture right here, this field, the scenery, it looks pretty nice.
Now, do you think
the battles, they're all right.
Now, do you
Oh,
think
my boy Sobble.
what?
Sorry, I saw a random picture of Sobble.
Jesus, I was like, what the hell? What was I gonna say? This game with the polish, like how, like my problem is if this game doesn't look 2019 level and Breath of the Wild looks like it could have came out in 2019, that's a problem. That's what I'm saying.
I think they just need to be careful because I can't remember if did you ever play what the heck is it that we're talking about? Pokken Tournament? Like
yes,
saw the
yeah,
graphics in that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they want to go like that realistic because obviously they could. But I think they're still wanting to try to tone it down. Also, you got to remember they're pandering a lot to like keeping it at kids level. Like,
well, yeah, but you don't want it to look like garbage at the same time. I mean, if you have all this money, you might as well make the game look amazing. Like, why are you not going to? And like, so Pokemon, like, what do you think Pokemon needs to do in order for it to not become stale? Like, I know they're trying to do the whole like thing where they make the Pokemon turn huge and everything, but do you think they should do something along the lines of making when the Pokemon battles are going on that the animations are more into detail, like they have cool like actual animations that are better when they're fighting? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're talking about, and I'm like, yeah, they could do that, but what I want to see is like a dark Pokemon game. Like we haven't
want
seen
a dark one.
Wow.
Really?
Like not like super dark, but like not be like there's some dark. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera.
You're good.
It was all messed up angle, but like we haven't had them be like we have these little spots like for anyone that's played Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, they've had the like kind of dark segments where they play like a cutscene and you see like this person actually died or this or that, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to stick too much with being, but then again, Pokemon's almost as old as I am. It's like almost 25 years old, so they're probably kind of running out of ideas. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I think they need to bring in somebody else, like you give them like some fresh ideas,
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, I guess the thing where they turn huge is sort of cool, but if that's your only new thing in the game, that's the gimmick, you got to come up with something else. You need. I mean, they said they had some things that we're going to be excited about that we haven't seen before that's new, so hopefully it's some cool stuff. I just don't want it to feel like the same thing. I want to have new engaging stories. Yeah, you could still do the tournament thing and then the Final Four. Is it called the Final Four?
Elite Four.
Elite Four, there we go. Like, they could still do that, but they need to add, like, this story for this game, I want it to be really good and immersive. I don't want it to just feel like another Pokemon story that's the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I don't know. Like, right now, it does seem like their big gimmick is the Dynamax feature, which is basically, they just reused Raid Battle. Like, I don't know if you ever really played Pokemon Go, but the Raid thing is basically that.
Yeah.
You fight, like, a giant supercharged version, and then you gotta catch it.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. I just realized that. This man said you should be able to become your Pokemon and fight it out and like it's MK11, that's Pokken Tournament, buddy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping the best for the game. I'm a bit worried that it's going to be, like, stale. I hope it's not, and I hope the game looks good. But we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, let me exit out of that tab since we're done talking about this. Is there anything else you'd want to add to it before we continue or no?
No, I mean, we just got to wait and see.
I mean, we have toward November, so they got time.
Yeah, so they might, decide, oh, we're just going to be quiet about this and then just drop crazy stuff right before it comes out.
Exactly. It could end up looking amazing, so, it's got time. It's definitely got time. Just like the Avengers game. The Avengers game, they said they're going to be, like, polishing the faces and stuff, so maybe it will look better. The gameplay, I heard the gameplay looks really good for that game, and they just have to fix the frames on it, because in some parts there's so much stuff going on that there's, like, less than, like, 30 frames per second with it, so it's a mess. But, hey, it seems like it's cool. Like, that Avengers game seems like it's going to be like a big boy version of Ultimate Alliance, but a lot better. It's like Spider-Man PS4 type combat, like that type of stuff where it's that good, but in that game. Because Ultimate Alliance is more like you're just mashing, but it's still fun. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be
I
different.
can't wait till they drop Spider-Man 2. That's just what I'm waiting for.
So you're waiting for what? The movie? You're talking about?
No,
What?
for them to make the sequel to PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're definitely gonna be working on that. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah.
Oh, I am ready.
Hopefully they got Black. I'm pretty sure I put Black Cat again in there.
Black
All right.
Cat was big.
Listen,
But
Black Cat was
anyways,
baby girl.
get into the next topic.
Crash Team Racing.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have vague memories of playing this like back on the PlayStation 1 when I would like go to my cousin's house.
I never played Crash Team Racing. I heard it was fun, and I heard that like this version, it looks really good. They changed some stuff up, made the stages look super beautiful, added their own little what's it called, inspirations into it. But I heard the game's hard. At the same time, I've heard that it's really hard. I mean, me with racing games, I thought I was good at Mario Kart until I played against people that played like 600 hours and they beat the life out of me. But at the same time, I think what I have to realize, though, Kanto, is like it's not even necessarily like I'm bad at the game. It's just when you play against people that only play one game, that's gonna happen. And that's what always happens when I do the YouTube stream. So go ahead.
I mean, I understand that because that's how it is with like Mortal Kombat. Like I know I'm gonna go in and get my cheeks clapped.
I mean, you've gotten better though. I mean,
yeah, but I'm like, I don't do hardcore training. I just like I'll do towers, and that's about it. I don't like try to go in there and polish off all my moveset.
Yeah, I mean, if you play some matches online at MK11, you'll be pretty damn good because your defense has gotten better. It really has.
But back on this Crash Team Racing, yeah, I don't know. I why the heck is this one picture look like freaking Crash Bandicoot went Super Saiyan? Like for some reason his fur's all yellow.
I don't know. I don't know if I see that picture around. He might just have an ability on it or something. But yeah, I've heard good things about the game. Will I ever get it? Maybe. I just didn't like. I didn't want to make this be the donation goal because Mario Maker 2 was coming out, and I'm like, what are people gonna want to see more? They're gonna want to see Mario Maker 2. Excuse me. So that's why. But yeah, I'll eventually get to this game.
You might get that weird cult following that's Crash Team Racer.
Oh yeah, like I mean, hey, that'd be new people into the stream. But yeah, I'll eventually play this game. I'll probably get it when it's on sale or something.
Oh, also because I don't know if I was on the bike when you said this or if I just wasn't able to type. So when you were talking about Mario Maker levels,
yeah,
no matter what, there's always a way to beat it because unless they change it from the first one, you can't upload a level unless it's beatable. Yeah. So just that.
How do they know if it's beatable?
I think that like whoever's the creator has to.
Oh, they have to beat it themselves.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too sure because like I never really played Mario Maker, but I remember I think I heard like Dashy say that or something, or like no matter what, you have to be able to like even if they put like I don't know, they have to be able to run through it.
Yeah, it makes sense. That man Dashy's about to milk the life out of that game like he did with the first though.
Oh yeah, like I think I even saw like a YouTube update saying that like that was his last episode because he broke the Wii U controller. But that dude was on like episode like 160.
Yeah, so like I don't want to do that many of those streams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that man's been doing freaking Mario Maker like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if he went into Mario Maker 2 and he just like annihilates it with how much he's played Mario.
Yeah,
Maker.
I'm gonna die so much, but it should be funny. It will bring in some new people because people are gonna want to show me their stages. You know, it should be pretty cool. But yeah, let me move on to the next thing here. Exit that out. All right. The big boy topic today, Zelda Breath. Huh?
This needs to get out my face. I don't know. I got a weird ad for something.
Oh, okay. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It had Nintendo was making this game exist because they had way too many ideas for DLC. I'm excited for this game, very much so. Kanto told me to watch this video that was like a theory about the game, and basically to sum up the theory, it was that the Ganondorf that we fought at the end of the game, that wasn't actually Ganon. And if I really think about it, I was wondering why that boss fight was so easy.
Well, okay, real quick, so I was actually going to send you this video, but I watched it. The whole thing, you know how you made the comment of, like, Mifa was going to say that, you know, she thinks of Link or whatever? So, what the theory was this entire time Ganon was trying to build up his power, right? And they're like, well, he could have did whatever because Zelda wasn't able to, or Zelda's mom, like, I don't know if you got to the book that states that, like, Zelda's mom died.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah, so she died before she was able to to really train Zelda on how to do the sealing. So there was no real way to beat Ganon. So the theory was he was just trying to build up his power, and the reason why he attacked, why he cut off Mipha, was because she was pretty much gonna like tell Zelda like, hey, this is what's gonna unlock your bird. She was gonna make it obvious that that's the way to unlock her power, like because you saw through the memory when Link was about to die, and then Zelda awakened her sealing power, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's what the whole thing was, and they were also another reason why Ganon attacked was because he was hoping that they would get separated, so he could kill off Link, and Zelda wouldn't know that he's in trouble, and she wouldn't have that trigger to activate her power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Liv said that. Yeah, Liv said she watched that.
Yeah, I've been seeing all kinds of freaking Zelda.
So now I'm gonna. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. Also, they think there might be time travel in the sequel.
Who knows? Wouldn't it be crazy? It brings you back to the other games. That'd be some other stuff. I don't know if they're gonna do that. That'd be insane.
Or they bring it back to like the first Calamity fight, because they've also said that there's possibilities that hand that's sticking in the corpse is like from a previous hero, like their original hero from the story that they play like 3 times in the story mode.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But back to what I was saying before about Ganon at the end of the game with Breath of the Wild, I was wondering why he was so weak. And then when I watched that video that you sent me, they even said you were able to beat that version of Ganon without the Master Sword. You didn't even need the Divine Beasts. So that makes me think if that Ganon, and like I thought about it too, because I'm like, wait a minute, they're making me fight Ganon, but he hasn't said a word to me, and he's not even in the form of like Ganondorf, you know what I mean? It's just a monster, just like any of the other monsters that I fought on, inside the Divine Beast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were.
Good.
Yeah, they were speculating that was just like a more
a decoy, yeah. So it makes sense. Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah, so it makes sense. So in the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser trailer, or whatever you want to call it, when you see the dead body, that's probably the real Ganondorf. That man was just healing there the whole time, and he had all these decoys fighting freaking Clink, wasting his time. So that way, when they got down there, this man was going to be powered up, and he was going to go kill him. I mean, it makes sense. That honestly makes sense, because there's no way that you could just beat Ganon. Like in any other game, you didn't beat Ganon unless you had the Master Sword, correct?
Yes, because that was the seal, or the sword to seal Evil's Bane.
Yeah, so if you could beat him with anything, then yeah, that wasn't him. That 100% makes sense. If they for some reason say that's not true, I'd be so surprised. That is just something else, man. But yeah, I think the second game's gonna be really good. I'm just curious if it's the Twilight Princess Ganon. I mean, people think it is, but who knows?
Yeah, I saw some theories on that too, thinking it was a Twilight Princess Ganon.
That'd be pretty cool. That Ganon was really good. Really good though, honestly.
But the real question is, you think that Link and Zelda, think that they're a couple in this game?
That's the real question. I'm over here focusing on this the main story in this game. This man goes straight to that. I don't know. Maybe I would think they are, because Mipha's dead at this point. We'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure they might touch on that. If this game's gonna be a darker game, I don't think they'll be afraid to just have somebody be in a relationship. Then I don't know.
Also, like another thing, just because I was watching through the video, the whole thing that was weird was when Link like unwillingly absorbed all that green energy from the hand.
Yeah.
And it was in the same hand, so that's another way that they're trying to like tie it in, that it was possibly a past reincarnation of Link.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to say.
It's crazy.
I got no idea. That man didn't look happy when that green stuff was touching him now, but yeah. We shall see. So next topic now. Boom. Fortnite and EA bosses appear at UK government to defend loot boxes and microtransactions. It's the devils, hand in hand with each other. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first with this?
I don't know jack about Fortnite, so I'll let you take this over.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Like, I shouldn't even be surprised that Fortnite, or just Epic Games in general, and EA have teamed up together. The microtransaction kings and queens with making people spend money on stupid stuff. They really that's just wow. Just wow. They really went. You're telling me they really went to court to go defend loot boxes? Like, you're like, that's the thing about EA. Their games have been so trash lately that the only way that they make money to get the next game is using loot boxes. If they put as much energy into the game as they did it with the loot boxes, they'd have a good game, and they wouldn't have to worry about doing loot boxes. Like, it's a sad case when that new Star Wars game that EA is making, the single-player one that's coming out, and they have to even say, oh, don't worry, it doesn't have loot boxes, and people have to cheer for that. Like, you shouldn't have to cheer for that. That should be something that's just known, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's stupid. And then with Fortnite with the skins, like like what I get annoyed about Fortnite, they drop a skin, right? And then months later, they drop the same skin with just a different color. It's the same exact model, everything, the same exact outfit, and it costs money again. Why? Like, you're just running out of ideas. Then you bite off of other people's games. I mean, I liked Fortnite at a certain point, like last year, and then I was still trying to like it this year, but the game is just trash. It is what it is. It's trash. They just focus, like, it's not bad to have like partnerships and collaborations with different companies. That's cool, you know? There's no problem with that. You got to make your money. But when you're doing that more than focusing on the actual game, the game is garbage. That game's community is just filled with sweaty TTV kids that are never going to make it on Twitch and think they're going to be the next Ninja or Tfue or whoever. And they all stay at home just playing Fortnite 24/7, and they're not going to do anything else. If you want to be a streamer, there's no problem with being a streamer, but just be creative. I mean, you could play Fortnite, I guess, if you like it, you know? But don't think that you're going to become the next big, like, ninja or something like that. There's too many people doing that. With me, the reason that I'm getting numbers and stuff like that is because I'm doing different stuff. I'm not worried about trying to become a Fortnite world champ or whatever now. You know?
But sorry, yeah. I got blown back a little bit. You just, like, freaking went off the rail.
Yeah.
You're all like...
No, I can't stand EA and Epic Games with all this, like, money-hungry BS. Me, I'm not the type of person to sell out, but, I mean, people, they sell out, man. They be freaking selling out.
Literally, the only reason why I played Fortnite was to play with you and Peyton, and that was about it.
Yeah, I get you. You could talk about what you think about microtransactions real quick. Go ahead.
I mean, microtransactions is... It's pretty scummy because basically now a lot of games they're starting to basically drop an incomplete game just
exactly
on the microtransactions.
Exactly. That's what gets me so mad. Incomplete games, but they have the audacity to do that. Go ahead.
I mean, EA is like pretty much the king of that. But I mean, they even tried doing that with Mortal Kombat 11. They were all like, hey, either know how to unlock Frost in the story mode or pay us $6 to get Frost right now. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but why? I mean, I understand that, I don't know. Like, I remember back in the day when you bought games and if they did come out with DLC, you either had to buy the DLC disc or you got like the special edition that came with the DLC. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna say this with Mortal Kombat 11, I have no problem with the combat pass. You know, they're adding characters that are not from the game or somebody that hasn't been in a long time. That's fine. I have more of a problem with more of a problem with like loot boxes and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like especially when like there's no way of
knowing what you're gonna get. Like if you knew what you were gonna get and you buy it, that's one thing. But if you don't even know and you're making people waste their money just because they want to get a certain player, like in a sports game or something, that's just scummy. And people waste thousands of dollars, man. It's so stupid to companies that don't deserve it. Like Kanto, I'm looking at this right now, and it says EA's Vice President of Legal and Government Affairs refuses to use the term loot boxes in favor of surprise mechanics and compares them to Kinder eggs, saying they are not gambling and quite ethical. Chat, loot boxes are not gambling; they're quite ethical. Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Let me. And yet, they took slot machines out of Pokemon. What the hell? They're endorsing this crap. But they take away my freaking loot boxes in Pokemon.
I didn't even know there was loot boxes in Pokemon. What the?
No, well, you played like the OG game, right? You know, like Red, Blue, and Yellow. The game corner actually had the slots. Yeah, they stopped doing that because they said that it encouraged gambling to children.
Oh. Well, the kids.
That's why like all these new games have like that Voltorb flip, or they just straight up don't have game corners.
I see. Kids are gonna gamble anyways, man. It's a mess. But yeah, ethical, yeah. Like, loot boxes are ethical. That doesn't, like... That's how you know these dudes are just getting paid off and they're stupid. Like, it's not ethical. And like, I like how they say they don't want to call them loot boxes. They want to call them surprise mechanics. Surprise mechanics. If you're spending money on something in a game, shouldn't you know what you're getting? Instead of the only reason loot boxes exist is so it's randomized, so that way you don't get something that you want on the first try and have to pay more money for it. It's gambling.
Yeah, it's pretty trashy.
It's legit video game gambling because somebody wants to get a piece of gear for the game. Why can't they just earn it? That will make them play your game more. Or if you want people to spend money, just make the weapon skin be in the store. Don't make it extremely expensive or something. Make nice skins, make them cheap. A lot of people will buy them, and you'll get a lot of money. You know?
Garbage. Straight garbage.
That's stupid, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that garbage.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even know about this stuff because I don't follow anything for Fortnite. The closest thing you can say I follow to Fortnite is I watch this man Keith play it, and I watch Peyton play it because that's the only video game that man plays.
That's true. That's the only game that man be playing. All right.
Oh my God, Ninja fails to qualify for Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my God. Oh God. All right. Next topic. Yeah. Excuse me. Sonic Team Racing. I heard this game was garbage. Choose them.
The thing that I'm not understanding is we had the Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
And there's Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
They are carbon copies of each other, just with different characters. And
yeah, they're both racing games, but I've already heard people compare the two, and they say Crash Team Racing is better.
Bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. They're doing stuff to my boy Sonic, and I don't like
They've been effing this boy Sonic over for years, making him with these trash games. Like, they have the Sonic license, and Sega just milking it and milking it and milking it and milking it. Like, just make a good Sonic game. It's 2019. Get people that know what they're doing, and you could make a damn good Sonic game that looks amazing.
Let's get us a Sonic Mania 2, boys.
Oh, no. I can't do that. Do a 3D Sonic game, make it look insanely good, have a new story, have the characters that everybody loves in there, and go good.
I honestly feel like the last good Sonic 3D Sonic game was like Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes.
How was that game Sonic Colors? Was that good or no?
I never played Sonic Colors. I played Generations. Generations was really good. I played some of Mania. I just never beat it. I just kind of like stopped playing it. And then there's Sonic Rivals, which honestly was not that great. The story mode was kind of eh. There was like, I don't know why, but when I played through it, the first time I played through it, there was this one mission. No matter what I did, it would just shoot me off the map.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a water slide mission, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try to maneuver myself to get to the other water slide. I would fly off. I wouldn't touch the controller, I would fly off. So I don't know. Kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, but
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I just remember they had a game called Sonic Riders. Was that game garbage? It looks like it'd be garbage.
Sonic Riders, wasn't that the one that they came out with for like the 360? That was like,
it might have. I think
it was like when they were first doing I think that was a Kinect game. I don't know. I heard some stuff about that, but I think it was mostly because the Kinect wasn't all that good.
Yeah, that's true. Now, what I have to say about Sonic is and thank you for saying bless you, Liv. I'm at the point where it's 2019. Why are you making like these are big boy companies that have a lot of money? You should be passionate about what you're making and make good games. Like, it shouldn't be this garbage, you know?
They're just pushing them out. They're not wanting to, I don't know. It just hurts my brain. I feel like the car racing genre, I feel like Mario Kart dominates the car racing.
Yeah,
scene.
That's very true.
And then they try to do Sonic and Crash. Like I said, I remember playing the original Crash Team Racing. That was a long time ago. But this Sonic Team Racing, they're just pushing out another game, and they're we're putting Sonic on it. And they're just they're bastardizing because they for some reason can't make a good Sonic game anymore. It just hurts my soul.
Yeah, it does too, because the thing is, I like Sonic. I think Sonic's cool, and I think the universe that he has is good, and there's some interesting characters. If you're gonna do something like a new Sonic game, just make Amy get taken or whatever, right? And then if you don't want to use Eggman, use somebody new. Come up with a new Sonic boss that looks cool, and make it feel like something's actually on the line. You can make it like a not super dark, but like a little bit dark, so that way you feel like the stakes are actually high. You know, like make a good immersive story. You could make Sonic in the beginning. I don't know. You could sort of do it like a Mario Odyssey type style, like sort of where. Oh wait a minute! Oh shoot! That man Shifo got the lemon tree. Oh yeah, I wait. I never see anybody have the lemon tree. That's actually pretty funny. How you doing, Shifo? This man said bills on me blue. Like clues. Better. Yeah. Blues Clues. He knows what I'm saying when I'm saying that. Okay. Anyways, just ignore what I was saying. It was lyrics. Back to this though. Sonic. They could make a damn good Sonic game if they just use their brain. I swear, I'm great when it comes to creative ideas for games, but these people, when it comes to video game developers, it's like, I don't know if some of them are brain dead or what it is. You know, there's some really good companies out there which are so smart.
I mean, in a lot of like game developers' defenses, a lot of times they're like stuck under crunch times, because that's why Sonic 06 was because they wanted to get it out for like a holiday release. That's why that game is so buggy. Like, I feel like if they would have given them like another couple months, like maybe at most like 6 months, they could have made that a decent game.
I think another thing is that these big companies, they have to stop like choking out the developers. I'll give the developers that much like leeway too, because you can't just be choking them out and expecting them to be able to get these release dates done. Like if they need, just give them a little bit more time to be able to finish the game. Like Animal Crossing, that was supposed to come out this year. They realized it wasn't gonna happen. They didn't want to release a garbage game, and Nintendo was smart, so they're like, we'll delay it. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do.
That's just how some companies are. They're like, they think that even if it's an unfinished product, they're gonna push it out and make money, and then get shot in the foot when they're like, oh, this is a trash product.
You'll make more money if the product is good. EA doesn't seem to get that through their stupid head, and they're like, nah, we gotta cram out this new Battlefield game. That last Battlefield game that came out was so incomplete. There was game modes in the game that are normal game modes that had a release date for them. How can you even release a game if the game modes aren't finished for it? That's why nobody bought it. Like, just wait a little bit of extra time and then release a full game and you'll make money. But you want to get a little bit of quick cash. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, COD did kind of the same thing. Like, I don't know if you heard all the like outrage of COD Black Ops 4, but yeah, no, that game released, it was blue screen mania. There were certain like I don't know if you're a zombies player, but like there were certain Easter eggs that you couldn't do because the game was broken. It wouldn't let you get to that point with blue screen. They're still waiting on like a factions mode. They're still waiting. There's a lot of stuff that was supposed to come on Black Ops 4 day one, and it just didn't work. And I think it's also they time crunched it and they just didn't iron out the game all the way.
Yeah, they didn't. They really didn't.
But like in this competitive scene, like I can see why some companies do it, but at the same time, like freaking Final Fantasy VII, how long have we waited for Final Fantasy?
Yeah, because they're working their behind off for it. They're taking their time. They're not trying to rush it. The worst thing you could do is rush a game. Good.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna agree with you. I'm like, that game they announced it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's barely going to be dropping next year.
Yeah. Hey man, good things take time, man. It takes time. All right, next topic. Next topic is Monster Hunter. They're making a Monster Hunter movie. The budget is $60 million. I don't think that's enough for a movie like that, but what do you have to say?
To be honest, I've never played Monster Hunter, so I don't know. It just depends. Like, if we... Like, Monster Hunter, they're just... Well, obviously they're monsters, but I like that. Are they different breeds? Like, do some look like dragons? Some look like a freaking ogre?
Well, no, they're all dragons, but, like, some of them fly. Like, you have to see for yourself. There's differences between them.
Okay.
You said, I wanted to talk about Monster Hunter. I'm sorry, Liv. I'm sorry. The stuff wasn't working out the way it was supposed to. But, Monster Hunter, I hope this isn't the case of another video game movie that's cheeks. That's what I have to say. Yeah, I hope they do it justice.
I feel like when it comes to video game movies or like anime adaptation movies, the only one that really shot up was like Detective Pikachu.
Very true. I didn't get to see that movie, but I know it was good. I heard it was good. I forgot about that. I need to see that sometime this year. I'll probably wait for it to come out on DVD and buy it, honestly.
Just imagine, just as I ended the call, I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Stepped over one too many lines, Keith. But yeah, no, like, they always screw up something. But I don't know. I'm not that much into Monster Hunter, so I don't know. I thought we were talking about the DLC because that's.
Oh no, the DLC is the topic after. It's the next topic after this.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know they're making a movie.
Yep. Well, we'll hope that thing's good. Let's move on to the DLC. Well, the expansion, Monster Hunter World expansion, coming out later this year. I think. What is it? Is it like September? It comes out or something? I don't even remember. What I do. Wait, where is it? September 6th. I'm excited for this. Monster Hunter World is a fun game. It's not a game that you'd want to play all the time or you lose your damn mind because the game will irk your nerves at times. But it's fun. I love the way that it looks. Capcom hasn't dropped the ball lately. Capcom, I'm loving what they're doing. The beta for Monster Hunter World Iceborne is available for PlayStation 4 owners right now. If you have PS Plus, I believe. So yeah, I'll probably download that. But you don't even need a copy of Monster Hunter to try out the beta, but go ahead.
I have no idea what I just came across, but it says you can now be Iron Man or One Punch Man in Monster Hunter World now. PC game.
What?
Wait, what? I don't know. That's just what.
I don't even know what the heck you're talking about.
Facebook gaming. What are you doing? I shouldn't even have came on this. Came on this link, and that's what I got. Just want to be looking Dante.
So if you want the expansion and the game, it will be $60. If you just want the expansion, it will be $40. All right. This is going to be a big boy expansion. I think it's having classic monsters that have been there before. Excuse me. It looks really cool because it's going to be like a whole ice area. Excuse me. And it's just a bunch of monsters. Like, it looks crazy. I'm super, super excited for this. Excuse me. I'll probably be streaming this day one. Actually, you know what I just realized? September, I have Gears of War 5, Borderlands 3, and this Monster Hunter beta. September is shooting me. I need to get that Twitch check by September. I swear, man. We got to get them subs in. Listen, chat, anybody that's watching, if you're not a sub to the Twitch channel and you're able to get $5 and sub, please do if you're able to. Because we're trying to get that Twitch money. So that way they could actually give me the check. So I'm able to get some of this stuff to stream for y'all. But yeah, I'm excited.
Not there yet, but I can be like, hey, hello.
Get
this Monster Hunter Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition collector package. You won't get it. It's $330.
$330. What the heck? That's freaking crazy talk. But yeah, I'm excited for this. It should be really cool. And yeah, I'll be on it. Definitely be on it. Next, Nintendo Switch Mini. I've heard stuff about this. You think this is real?
I don't know. Like, okay, so what I'm reading here, it's like Switch Mini rumors escalate as Spanish arm of game lists.
Yeah.
Accessories.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, why would they make a mini when the Switch? I mean, the Switch came out in 2017. So I mean, it is like kind of getting up there in age, video game wise. But like, why would you want a mini Switch? Like,
I don't know. They want it without the joy. It looks like from the pictures I'm seeing, I don't know if this is real. This could be completely fake for all I know. But it looks like it doesn't have the Joy-Cons on it. It looks like it's just all together.
Yeah, like the picture that I'm looking at, it does look like it kind of looks like a Switch version of a Wii U gamepad.
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
But I don't know, like I would not see because the thing is with the Switch, it's already a decent enough size to where it's made for either home play or on the road. I'm like, I don't understand why they would want to make a mini. Because the whole reason why they made the minis of the NES, SNES was because those were old. They were like a remake console that they were like, hey, for you people that miss these retro games, we're going to make the mini.
Right.
This is just like, hey, you have a Switch? You want a smaller Switch?
Yeah. It doesn't really make sense to me. I guess no. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty. I don't know. It's like a bigger PSP. That's what it's like.
PSP, that game.
Or like a PlayStation Vita. Good.
Fun fact about the PSP: did you know that you could be playing a game on a PSP, like the one that took like the weird disc cart things, and you can take out the disc card, and as long as you didn't turn off the system, you can still play the game.
Really?
Yeah, I used to do that all the time with my friend because that's how we did 2-player on games.
That's pretty crazy. I've never heard of a console doing that. Well, like our system in general doing that before. That's pretty
That
wild.
was weird.
Huh. Alright, well.
But yeah.
I don't know if this thing's real, but if it is, it'll be pretty damn stupid. But yeah, that is all the topics for today. It wasn't super crazy news week. It wasn't a super crazy news week, but I feel like we did a decent podcast today. Nothing crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
with what we had, like I said, there's
I think
going to be some weeks where, like, there's
there's
not
a lot of
whole
stuff,
bunch of stuff
and
to
then there's
talk
gonna be
about.
others where there's not. Yeah, I think we did pretty good for the amount of topics that we had, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah.
just sitting here like the Switch Mini.
Yeah, the
I
Switch
don't
Mini.
understand.
I really
don't
don't.
understand.
It's pretty stupid. But if you enjoyed the stream and you're watching on Twitch, be sure to hit that one Kanto kid with a follow. And be sure to hit me with a follow if you haven't. If you're able to sub to my Twitch channel, be sure to do so. If you're watching this on YouTube, since it's premiering for you guys right now that are watching on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do hit the like button. Tell your friends about the channel. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you. And me and Kanto shall see you guys in the next one, alright? We are out of here.
Kanto
Let's
out.
go.